Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well this morning. If you're catching this at the live, just let me know where you're chiming in from. If you're catching this after the live, please put in the comment section, #replay. Good morning. My name is Terza Andrews, and today I'm going to be talking about right thinking. And what is your plan for right thinking? The things that I'm going to share with you is an excerpt from a book that I'm reading, and by John C. Maxwell, Developing the Leader Within You. I said a couple of posts back that I've been trying to complete some reading. I read this book back in 2010, and I wanted to be able to share this with you. Good morning, D. Israel. Good morning, Randy. How are you? Thank you so much for chiming in this morning. Please type in the comment section where you're chiming in from. Good morning. This morning, as I stated, I wanted to talk about your plan for right thinking. Do you have one? And if not, I want to give you some things that should help with self-improvement. This is something that I work on daily, and it's not easy. Starting out an online business, and sometimes it's difficult to keep yourself motivated. And when you're trying to do things from scratch, doing a nonprofit is a whole different process from doing it online. If you have a physical business where you have to leave your house and go to your actual place. Good morning, Jerome. How are you? How was my friend this morning? Very good. If you have to go to a physical place like a building or what have you, that's a whole different ball game. But when you're doing the online thing, it's like we have to do extra things to keep ourselves motivated and keep ourselves in line with what it is that we're trying to do. And I read someone's post this morning, and it kind of got to me because, I call Jerome my brother, and I have Aaron Israel, my #1 fan on my YouTube channel. I call her my sister, my daughter, but she's my sister. Somebody had made a statement that motivation, it doesn't last. You have to start building habits. And so one of the habits that I felt like I needed to come on today to talk about is building the habit of self-improvement. A lot of times people look at motivation and they forget the fact that, after the motivation, there's got to be something on the inside of you that's going to take you into the next realm of inspiration. And with inspiration, it comes to a place where you have to identify with your spirit. Now, when you're creating these habits that you have for yourself, you got to remember that you want to do things that's going to improve yourself and not hold yourself back, okay? So this morning, I wanted to give you a note, a little nugget about how to develop right thinking. And so that right thinking includes or developing a plan for right thinking, because it's not the you still have to figure out what it is that you're going to do and what fits your type of business and your type of lifestyle. So this is just a general plan to help you in developing the right attitude for self-improvement, okay? So #1, your plan should include a written definition for right thinking. What is your definition of right thinking? I used to tell my children on my school bus, think right thoughts and make right decisions. But what's right for you might not be right for me. And what's right for me might not be right for you. So you have to do the things that's right for you, okay? The other thing is you have to find a way to measure your progress. How are you measuring your progress? Are you looking at what you did last week, Monday, versus yesterday, Monday? Are you looking at last month's trajectory, or compared to this month's? because we're almost done with December. It seemed like it just started, but we're almost finished. You have to be able to start finding something that you can gauge your progress from. What'd you say, Jerome? I heard that Jerome said inspiration starts the car, motivation keeps it running, but habits keep it on the road. Yes, but make sure that those are good habits. Okay. Sometimes we don't realize that some of the things that we're doing are really stagnating our business. And so that's why I want to make the differentiation between bad habits and good habits. You might think it's a good thing, that you're comparing your results with somebody else's results. That's not a good thing, because your success is predicated upon the work that you do within your own business. And you might be on the online business, but what you're doing might be something totally different from what I need to do with my business. Right, Jerome? And so we have to make sure that whatever habits we're creating habits that's in line with the business that we are doing ourselves, okay? Or in the platform that we're working within. Another thing that we can do is have a person to hold us accountable, like Jerome is doing with me right now. He's helping me hold myself accountable according to the knowledge that we have, according to our platform that we're on. There's a certain way that we have to do it in order to be in line with the blueprint that has already been set before us. Good morning, Myra. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you so much. This morning we're talking about developing a plan for right thinking. And it's just a overview, a general plan of what our attitude should be according to what we need for our business. Number one, again, was a written definition of what your desired right thinking is. Number two was a way to measure your progress. Number three, a daily measuring of progress. And then number four was a person to whom who can hold you accountable, or you are accountable to. And then the next one is a daily diet of self-help materials. I write self-help books because I believe those are the best teachers. When you experience certain things in life, it takes, as Jerome has stated, yes, great mentorship, having people that's already gone before you. When I wrote my self-help books for marriage, I wrote it based on my life experience for marriage. When I was going through single parenthood for 26 years, I wrote that book based on my experience and how to master single parenthood. I wrote that based on my experience, and I believe that experience is the greatest teacher. When I was going through courtship and dating and being a single woman at a later age, I wrote about that based on my experience dealing with celibacy and dealing with raising my children on my own, and my experience with being a wife. I wrote about all the past things that created a pathway for somebody else to be able to go in and say, look, this might not be your exact experience, but you could take something from this. And so that's how I look at John C. Maxwell, developing the leader within you, is that you don't have to necessarily have the same experience that I have, but at the same token, I can still take these principles and use them and apply them for my life. Like, you might not even be a believer, okay, as far as the Bible is concerned, but there are some spiritual principles that I live by that I know that they work, okay? But you don't have to be a believer for it to work. There's people that are givers, right? But giving is a biblical principle. Giving, it shall be given unto you. Pressed down should be given to your bosom. When you give your tithes and offering, giving a 10% towards wherever you're getting your knowledge from, right? So there are people that live by that principle, but they're not really spiritual people. They're not really believers. And so you can take information from books and life and apply them to your life without you actually having any connection to them. Okay? Yes, principles are transferable. Okay, so this is just basically information, the general plan for having an attitude for self-improvement. And lastly, associate yourself with right thinking people. Everybody does not think the same. Everybody doesn't think the same. And so you have to remember that you want to be connected with people that is going in the direction that you're going. You don't want to be connected with people that's going to constantly pull you down and pull you back and give you their negative attitude about stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to be able to have right thinking. In order to have right thinking, you got to begin to have that plan in place to be able to move into the next dimension or level of your life. So I appreciate you all coming on this morning, giving me the opportunity to share the plan that I'm dealing with right now concerning having a right plan for my thinking, my right thinking. Think right thoughts and make right decisions is the thing that we want to make sure that we do every single day. I thank you all so much for walking with me and connecting with me. And I just appreciate you so much, because it's something when a part of your life has been such a spiritual journey, that something that somebody says can move you into a place of, oh my God, they're making people think a specific kind of way, and you don't want them to think that way. And so what moved me this morning was when the young man had said that motivation, it can die off. But it brought me to my mindset to say, listen, your spirituality got to kick in. It's got to kick in and say, look, there's something on the inside of me that is greater than my circumstance. That's greater than my situation. That's greater than the way things are right now. It's going to move me into the path in which I should go. And so I appreciate you all so much for giving me the opportunity to share my right thinking. That a man or a woman thinks, so is he or she. So have an amazing day. I thank you all so much for joining me. This platform that I'm with right now has really taken me to another level. And I want you to understand that I want you all to continue to grow with me as I grow. Continue to follow me as I follow those that have gone before me. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Remember, you are the key to someone else's blessing. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you.